Hello, my dear students. Today we are going to begin a beautiful poem, Life, written by Charlotte Bronte. Now, so far we have studied different grammar, and now let us move to the poems and the lessons. So, Life is a poem, a beautiful poem. We can learn, and in the future video I am going to teach you of how to write an appreciation of the poem. So dear students, before I begin the poem, I would like to give a brief information about the poetess. Now this is the picture of Charlotte Bronte. Charlotte Bronte was an English novelist and poet, the eldest of the three Bronte sisters who survived into adulthood and whose novels became classics of English literature. She enlisted in school at Roe Head in Jan 1831 at the age of 14 years. She left the year after to teach her sisters. That means she left the year after to teach her sisters, by name Emily and Annie, at home returning in 1835 as a governess. In 1839, she undertook the role as governess for the Siddick family, but left after a few months to return to Haworth, where the sisters opened a school. She worked as a governess for the Sidwick family. Okay. After that, after few months, she returned back to the place where the sisters opened to school, that Haworth, but failed to attract peoples. Instead, they turned to writing, and they each first published in 1846 under the pseudonyms of Currer Ellis and Action Bell. So they failed to attract the people, and the school was closed. After that, they start writing. While Charlotte's first novel, The Professor, was rejected by publishers, her second novel, Jane Eyre, was published in 1847. The sisters admitted to their Bell pseudonyms in 1848, and by the following year were celebrated in London literary circles. Bronte was the last to die of all her siblings. Now this is a brief information I have given. If you want more, you can go through the net and find out internet, okay? And it's better if you know more about the poet and poetess. Now this information I have given here, you read it when you go through the video. Now before we begin the poem, let me tell you the meaning. Sway means controlling, transient, temporary, beyond, which can rise upwards, lament, express grief or regret. Quell means end or suppress. These are the meanings you have to write in the notebooks. First stanza. Life, believe, is not a dream, so dark as sages say. Sages say life is dark. Often a little morning rain foretells a pleasant day. The poetess takes a positive view of life. She says that life is not a dark dream, as the sages say. Instead, when there is a little rains, it rains in the morning, it says something, it gives the message that pleasant day will follow. Now second stanza. Sometimes there are clouds of gloom, but these are transient all. So there are clouds of gloom. Clouds of glooms means there are sometimes problems in the life, but it is not permanent. So we can quote example of now COVID-19. We are facing this problem. We are all sure that it's not going to remain. It's not going to continue. It's just like a day and night. Only we have to have a patience, isn't it? So the poet says, there are sometimes clouds of gloom, darkness are there, problems, but it is not permanent, it is temporary. If the shower will make the roses bloom, oh, why lament its fall? If a little rain helps us to bloom the flowers, to bloom the roses, or helps to blossom the roses, why should we feel unhappy about it? Why should we bother about the problem? So, problems comes and goes. It's not permanent, it is temporary. So, if the problems we face, it makes us more strong and stronger. It makes strong and stronger. So, why should we feel sad? Why should we bother about that? Rapidly, merrily, life's sunny hours flit by. Gratefully, cheerily, enjoy them as they fly. The happy hours of a life, it flies. Very quickly it goes, very happily it goes. So, whatever the time comes, dear students, we have to face it. We have to enjoy every moment. Life is very short, very short. Who knows what will happen? We cannot. It is all totally depend upon the time. Time plays an important role in one's life. Therefore, the problem comes, whenever the problem comes, we must ready to face it. So the happy moments, it flies very quickly and we must enjoy them. So, see, suppose we want to enjoy yesterday, can we bring it back, dear students? No, yesterday is yesterday, today is today. So we cannot change. It's totally depend upon the time. The happy hours, it fly very quickly, very happily. So we must enjoy the happy moments and we have to be thankful for Almighty for giving the pleasure moment. What though death at times steps in and calls our best away? What though sorrow seems to win over hope a heavy sway? We must accept whatever the time comes. We must accept it if it times death takes away the people we love most. Sometimes we love the people, some people we love most, and death takes them. We cannot stop. We know we feel bad, but we feel sorrow, but we have to win the hope. One day we have to think that one day we have to leave this world and go. We are sent here to do something. We are sent here to complete the responsibility. Nobody is permanent. Everyone should leave this world and it is God's wish and will. Therefore, whatever the times comes in the life, we have to enjoy it. Use the time properly. Make use of this short time properly, isn't it? At hope again elastic springs, unconquered though she fell, still beyond are her golden wings, still strong to bear us well. For hope will again spring up. See, it's just like an elastic springs. As we pulls, it stretches. It is understood even though it had been overcome. The golden wings of hope, now wings, hope is compared to golden wings. They are still strong enough to, hope makes us to bear all the problems and hope helps us to rise up. Manfully, fearlessly the day of trial bear, for gloriously, victoriously can courage quell despair. We must bear our days of difficulties bravely. We have to face the difficult situation very bravely and fearlessly. We are human beings. Problems doesn't come to the trees. It comes to human being. Therefore, see, sometimes we are the creator of our problem. Therefore, we have to be ready to face the things. Whatever the consequence, except natural calamities, pollution, whatever it is. For example, I am giving the pollution or any distraction in the society or in the nation, we people are responsible. Therefore, we have to ready to face it fearlessly, bravely, courageously. We have to face all the problems courageously, and we have to success. When we work fearlessly, bravely, we get success. And wonderfully in helping us to suppress our despair, whatever the problems comes. Now, here I can say the hope opposite is despair. So we have to face all the difficult problems bravely, fearlessly, isn't it? So, life is a precious gift which is bestowed from Almighty. Every day we have to thank God for helping us, for protecting us to see the next day, isn't it? So, therefore, dear students, read this poem. It's a beautiful poem, and in the next video, I am going to give you one appreciation of it. How to write appreciation, that also I will teach, and I will give you the appreciation also. So, you have to read the poem and understand it. I have explained you once again. You listen to this video twice, thrice, isn't it? Then you will get the idea. I have given the, before I begin the poem, I have put up the meanings. Just understand it and write it down in your. Now for assignment, I have given the textbook to refer page number 4, question number 1 and 2, 3 ABC. Then answer the questions from the textbook page number 3. Then write the given meanings in the video. I have given very less assignment, dear students, because you have to write appreciation, you have to write all the question answers from the text in the next video. Therefore, read the poem, understand it. Any doubt, please write it down. I am going to take the revision once again, and soon we are going to start live classes. Keep your questions ready, and in that live class we can discuss and we can clear your doubt. Thank you, my dear students, and have a nice day.